Hi class. So earlier this week I posted this completing lessons video in the announcements, but in the last few weeks there have been some changes that were made to Brightspace that we were unaware of at the time. So I need to revise some of the instructions on that. So when you have completed an assignment, there are some assignments and quizzes that are auto-graded, which means that the computer will just give you a score right away. And there are other assignments that I personally grade. So sometimes it can be a little hard to tell which is which and what you've already completed. In general, I will be grading the application activities, the teacher-friend assignments, and the discussion boards. Occasionally there are some changes to that, but in general you will have a grade from me on each of those assignments. And most of the other quizzes are auto-graded. However, there are a few exceptions to that. So just so that I can show you, I'm going to go into my grades. And if you'll notice here in the gradebook under lesson 1, it's not showing any grades here. There should be a score here for the purposes of this video in the introduction survey, but see, it's not showing a score. If you go to class progress under my grades and go to quizzes over here on the side, then I'm not sure why it's showing lesson 2 at the top, but if you go to lesson 1, wherever lesson 1 is on your screen, it will list the quizzes. Here it says under the introduction survey, attempts 1 of 1. The lesson material and quiz has 2 attempts. Remember that it's the average score of all attempts that you get as your final score. So if you get an 80% on your first attempt and a 100 on your second attempt, it's going to average those scores together to give you your final grade. Every semester students forget that and they ask me why, if they got 100%, why didn't they get 100%, and that would be why. So just be aware of that. But you can also see details about the attempts. So of course for the introduction survey there's only 1 attempt, but then it will tell you the score of that. So that's one way that you can kind of check your progress, but I'm not sure that it will do that for assignments as well. Just check this. I'm not sure if it will give you a little icon there to show you if it's been completed or not. However, there is another way to check. So under the quizzes tab up here, it shows you all of the available quizzes to you right now. It will show you future quizzes all the way through the end of the semester. So, and I believe that also it will show you the ones that you've completed at the bottom once they've closed. I'm not positive on that though, but if they've already closed, you probably don't need to be accessing them anyway. I would have to go in and reopen it for you. So the introduction survey here is the one that we're focusing on. Attempts 1 of 1. So that is another way to see if you have completed your attempt or not, if the computer accepted it. Occasionally somebody will take a quiz and the computer doesn't save it correctly, and so so that would show up as a 0 out of 1 if it didn't submit correctly. Also under assignments, you'll see these different activities here, the application activities, the teacher-friend assignments, and you'll be able to see how many submissions you have here. And then once you have a score, it should update the scores. So you turn in your assignments and quizzes on Saturdays in Mountain Time. And then I have a full week to grade them all. Now I have over 100 students, so I do my very best to get them graded as quickly as possible, but it does take me some time to go through all of the assignments and give feedback. You won't get weekly feedback on every single assignment, but if usually I pick either the application activity or the teach a friend activity to give you really good in-depth feedback. So you can watch for that. But just be aware that if you submit your application activity for lesson 2 next Saturday, it may be the following Saturday before you get it. I have up to that day to give you your feedback. So just please try to be patient with me. I try to get through them as quickly as I can. And then the other thing that I wanted to show you is under content. So under the gathering folder, for example, you'll see the gathering preparation and there's a checkbox here. I'm going to uncheck it. All right. And then under gathering preparation, when we click on it, here at the bottom of the screen, task view this topic. Once you've completed this, once you've read through it, you can check the box. And now, if we go back to the gathering page, it has also checked the box here. So just be aware that those two boxes are linked. So if you check it in one place, you don't have to worry about checking it in the other. I know that there's been some confusion about those check boxes. And again, typically those are not actually required for your grade. It just helps you stay on top of your assignments better. It's a best practice that we recommend to all students. I strongly encourage you, especially here at the beginning, that you check all of the boxes as you're going. It will just help you really stay on top of everything. And as you get into future courses and have more assignments, more due dates to worry about, it will just help if you already are in that habit of checking the boxes. So please let me know if you have any more questions about this. I'm sorry for the confusion. I know that that's frustrating when you get a video that tells you one thing and then I say, oh, never mind, sorry, it's not like that anymore. But honestly, I didn't realize it until now. Again, please let me know if you have any questions about this or anything else, and I hope that you all have a wonderful weekend.